What's good, everybody? It's your boy 313 J-Mo. You know what it is, man. It's been a few days, and I wanted to talk to you guys about some things because there's been a lot of things going on with the team. And one thing I want to say is I don't like the media storm. I don't like the media attention. I don't want nobody talking about us until we win some games. But obviously, people are talking about us, whether it's the media, whether it's ex-players. It's a lot of things going on. So, man, let's get into it. So, we going to talk about should we get, Okudah or Simmons. And we going to talk about what Slay had to say, what Diggs had to say, what Snacks had to say. I'm going to keep the Slay, Diggs, and Snacks stuff short. All three of them didn't like the coach, didn't like the team, had problems. All three of them are not on the team anymore. So to me, they're not my problem. And I don't really like Slay and Diggs doing a whole little Instagram live video just airing out their bad experiences with the Lions and with Coach Patricia. Because like I said in some of the other roundtables or shows, if you heard me, it gives us a bad, even a worse image than we already have. It puts even another dark cloud on top of the stuff that we already have to deal with. And I don't know why players that's not on the team feel the need to bash my team, feel the need to bash my coach. Y'all know how I feel about Patricia. I'm not the biggest fan, but Darius Slay already went on first take, aired out all his stuff. Snacks has already said all of his stuff because Snacks, came out on Twitter and was backing up some of the stuff that they were saying some stories were true. And Diggs, I don't really know what Diggs' problem was. I mean, we traded you. You went out and balled out. What issues do you have? I know you love the city, but it's a business. I mean, it seemed Diggs was more observing what was happening to the other players, and he never really said much. And I'm guessing this past year he decided to be a little bit more vocal, and they got rid of him. So maybe that's his problem. But look, if I'm in a job, I decide to get vocal or something or I decide to use my leadership to help out whatever I think is going on, and they decide to remove me. And if they remove me and take me to a better job, and then I have high success at that job to the point where I can get a higher pay, get a raise, what am I upset about? I might be like, yeah, them suckers got rid of me, but I'm doing better now. You know what? Thank you for the opportunity that you gave me. So I don't know why they like to dwell on that stuff. And look, y'all been talking about Patricia and the team and the Lions so much. And when I'm talking about y'all, I'm talking about Slay, Snacks, and Diggs, the trio. Shut up. Shut the hell up. Please stop talking about my team. You guys are not a part of the team anymore. You don't hear Devon Kennard, who really got the short end of the stick. Like, we did him dirty, I'm not gonna lie. You don't hear Devon Kennard saying nothing. You don't hear Golden Tate saying nothing. That's all I'm saying. Devon Kennard and Golden Tate may say something behind closed doors, but that's what it needs to stay. And I'm just tired of these players trying to bash my team every chance they get. I know you don't like our coach. So what? Keep his name out your mouth. Keep my team name out your mouth. Y'all aren't a part of us anymore. Stop trying to bring us down further than we already are. Now, let's get to it. I'm gonna leave Chase Young alone. I've talked about, Chase Young versus Simmons, but we gonna talk about Okudah versus Simmons because I'm just gonna ask every person in the chat, in the comments, why do you want Jeff Okudah? What about Jeff Okudah means that you have to have him? Because I know there's a Clemson cornerback who had 6 interceptions the past year, had a whole lot of pass breakups. I know Jeff Okudah, and he asked about his mans, which I love. Side note, I love his personality, the way that he carries himself. But he asked about his teammate. His teammate was very, very good with Ohio State as well. And I just feel like a lot of these Ohio State cornerbacks get overhyped. We know what happened with Greedy Williams. Jeff Okudah is not a Greedy Williams. And I've always said, I think he's going to be a solid player. I just don't know about year one, and I don't think a cornerback at 3 would be the right move. Especially when you have Amani Oruwariye, you have Trufant, and you can get a cornerback in the later rounds if you really think it's that big of a need. You don't have to take him. But with Isaiah Simmons, you're not just getting a player at one position. You're getting a player that can do multiple things close to an elite level or at an elite level. I just feel like these Ohio State cornerbacks get overrated a lot. A lot of their players get overrated. And it's some other cornerbacks like that are very, very, very good. But we not hearing about their names. We only hear Okudah. Look, tell me why you want him. What does he do that impresses you? What is his attribute that sets him apart? What is this thing that makes him so special that he's a generational talent at corner? And I don't want you to post me nothing that no draft guy said, no Mel Kiper said. I want your own opinion, your own view of why this guy's special. Because I think a lot of people just listen to what the media say. Because I'm telling you, from day one, if the media was saying Isaiah Simmons, every Lions fan will be humming the tune of Isaiah Simmons. But since they've been pushing Okudah, this is what y'all roll it with. I feel like y'all don't watch the games. I watched 3 Ohio State games this year. Y'all don't watch the games, and y'all only go with what the media says. Now, I'm not really worried about his 4.5 40 time. I know some people are, but I'm not really worried about that. But back to Isaiah Simmons, he can play multiple positions. At times, he can play corner on certain receivers because he runs a 4.3. Do y'all get what I'm saying? I'm not saying he can play corner all day, but what I'm saying is if, let's say Devontae Adams will line up somewhere weird, you just gonna be. Sometimes we might be like Trufant not tall enough because he doesn't have the most height. Simmons go over there and cover Devontae. He might get torched, but Okudah might get torched in the same situation, but he has the ability to do it. There isn't any position he can't cover. He can cover wide receivers. He can cover tight ends. And I know Travis Kelce lines up like on the outside as a receiver a lot. Now we got a guy we can send over with Kelce one-on-one and see what happens. And that's my main thing that I love. Simmons is so good. If he wanted to be a corner, he probably could. And it's because of that speed along with his instincts. It's just a perfect combination. That's why he's played slot corner and outside linebacker and safety. And there isn't a jack of all trades, master of none with Isaiah Simmons. You got it all wrong. This dude is a master of everything. Look, you can go look at the stats. Free safety, strong safety, outside linebacker, inside linebacker. A master when it comes to him. Compared to the other safeties and the other linebackers in the draft. None of them are better than him at those positions that I just named. Now it's slot corner. He's elite there too. He gets the interceptions. And he gives you pass rush. So you're getting pass rushing. You're getting interceptions. You're getting a guy that can line up in 4 different areas. And I don't think people really realize how useful that is. Because it might be some games, maybe our starting safeties aren't healthy. So, okay, for these couple games, while they heal up, we can throw Isaiah Simmons back there so he can be a monster. Maybe there's this great running back that we need to cover off the backfield, like a Christian McCaffrey. All right, we're going to have him inside. We're going to have him spy. We're going to have him be all around the field. Maybe there's a dynamic receiver or a dynamic weapon that needs to be covered in the slot. Okay, we can throw Simmons in the slot to cover him. We can throw Simmons wherever we need to throw Simmons for the game plan. And I don't think people realize how great that is. Could you imagine if you could take, this is just an example, imagine if you could take Khalil Mack and put him as a safety and he was a monster. And then you can put his hand in the dirt. And then you can have him an outside linebacker. He can do outside linebacker and hand in the dirt. Well, not hand in the dirt, but as a pass rusher, he can do hand in the dirt too. But imagine if he could do all of those things and play safety. And then you can throw him in slot corner to cover somebody. And to me about Isaiah Simmons is he can cover multiple positions at an elite level. And he can pass rush. His instincts are uncanny. He balled out in the national championship. They didn't throw to him. Go watch the national championship. Don't watch nothing but Isaiah Simmons. He was shadowing them tight ends. They couldn't do nothing. And tight ends have been the worst for the Lions, and we still don't have nobody that can truly cover tight ends, and we need to shore that up. Because with a guy like Aaron Rodgers, the corners are always going to lose. Even with a guy like Kirk Cousins, if he gets the right matchup, he lost Diggs. So we'll see. But you're just gonna lose. But those tight ends, we can make a difference. The reason why I think we should take Isaiah Simmons over Jeff Okudah at 3 is, let's play a game. Let's go hypothetical for a minute. Because if we focus in actualities, everything tells you Simmons is the better player. Everything. But let's go hypotheticals. If Okudah and Simmons both reach their full potential, who would be the better player? The answer is still Simmons. Okudah would be a lockdown corner and lead, a guy like Jalen Ramsey, and Simmons will be a guy like Luke Kuechly and Tyrann Mathieu mixed into one. The ability to cover multiple positions at an elite, I just don't think people understand how hard it is to do and how rare it is. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I haven't seen a linebacker prospect safety prospect like him in a long time. A unicorn. The last unicorn I really seen was Minkah Fitzpatrick, who played safety and linebacker at Alabama, and he was a unicorn. They used him at safety in Miami, then used him right, and then he ended up turning into a corner. So you see what I'm saying with that. And I feel Simmons could do. Man, I'm not saying I want him to be our corner, but I'm saying if he worked, he could do it just because he got that much talent. It's some people that are just special in this world that are just football players. They don't have a position. They just a football player. I know Minkah Fitzpatrick plays corner, but what happens to some to the safeties or the slot corner, you can move him there. He's a football player. He's a unicorn. And Isaiah Simmons is a unicorn. He showed out on the big stage better than Okudah and Chase Young. And then he went and destroyed the combine. And I don't really care about the combine that much. That just helped his stock rise. But all of the people that want Okudah, what about Okudah makes him different than all these other cornerback prospects? And like I said, I don't want what nobody else told you. I want your thoughts. Let me know what you think about the whole Slay and Snacks and Diggs talking about us publicly in social media and on Instagram. And let me know what you think about Isaiah Simmons or Jeff Okudah for the number 3 overall pick. It's your boy 313 J-Mo. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.